Here, welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing something a little bit different this week. We're not going to have an actual edited video coming out per se. We had a super busy week at the day job and just didn't get around to doing much out in the garage from that. So we didn't have any footage ready to go this week, unfortunately. But we wanted to show y'all that we do have something, in the works, that we are actively working on stuff, so to speak. So I think for this week, here with this live stream, and obviously this will be a video posted to the channel after it edits and everything, or updates, whatever you want to call it. So tomorrow on Thursday, instead of a pre-recorded video, it'll be this live stream that we're doing right now. So like I said, we wanted to show y'all, that we're still working on stuff. Just had a real busy day or busy week, I should say, at the day job, and weren't able to get a bunch of, footage edited like we normally do. So this week, we're going to be posting this live stream here. So first off, I wanted to give everybody just kind of an update on all the project cars and the daily cars, and kind of show y'all what we're up to, where we're at with them, what kind of projects you can expect with those in the future, in the coming future here real soon, because there's a lot of stuff going around. We kind of bounce around from vehicle to vehicle, do it step by step, that way you guys can kind of see the process, and y'all can see how it goes and whatnot, from start to finish, in more than just one video per se. So yeah, that's where we're at. So let's we'll just start off with the dailies here, what's going to be coming up with them real soon. So first off, we got the old Swedish war wagon over here. That's the 06 Volvo XC70 2.5 turbo. So obviously this one's pretty good right now. This is our daily that we drive on a regular basis. Everything on this works pretty well right now. Engine runs great, blows cold air, transmission works perfectly good. But the one bad thing about it is this one's going to need a turbo soon. We're noticing a little bit of oil consumption and a little water leak around the water cooling pipe that goes into the back of the turbo there. So we're going to be putting a new turbo on this one soon. Probably just going to go with like a cheap one off eBay or something like that. And if that doesn't work out, then we'll spring for one of the stupid expensive, like actual Volvo brand ones or something. But for now, we'll go the cheap route. We'll throw like the old Chinese turbo on there from eBay, the old Wuhan war whistle, the old teriyaki twister, whatever you want to call it. We'll put one of those on there. That should fix our oil consumption. Any sort of little bit of blow by that we get on it. Oil feeding into the exhaust after long trips and stuff like that, we've noticed. So that'll be coming up in the near future. That's really the only thing this one has is a turbo that's going out on it. Hey, what's going on there, Hasty? I guess, yeah. Thank you for joining, y'all. Just doing an update on all the project cars if y'all are just joining the live stream here. So like I said, so the old Volvo XC70 here is just going to be getting a turbo coming up soon. We may rework the exhaust a little bit too, not 100% sure. Maybe a change in muffler or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. But that's, small potatoes. Not a lot going on with that one. It runs and drives perfect. She's good to go just about. So next one up is going to be our tow rig here, Project German Tow. Now this one is our 2008 Mercedes-Benz GL320 CDI. That's the diesel, in case y'all didn't know. All right. So diesel tow rig, about 400 some odd foot-pounds of torque. This thing's a pulling beast. All right. This is what we use to tow the cars around with our car trailer and U-Haul trailers and everything else. And this thing works friggin' great, man. It pulls like a mule, you know what I mean? Engine's running great, transmission's running great. We may end up doing a transmission service on it at some point. This is one of those sealed transmissions, and so I've never actually, I think I've topped off the transmission fluid in it, but that's about it. So should be an oil change coming up for this one soon. Maybe some wheel color change or something like that. Exterior wise, this one is completely factory. We haven't lifted it, we haven't put different lights on it, nothing like that. It's completely bone stock. The only thing that we did do is around here on the back side, we updated the exhaust, did a muffler delete on it. As you can see underneath here, just deleted the mufflers. Now that's all we did on this one, is just to delete the mufflers. We still have all of the what do you call it, emissions and everything like that is still intact, the DPF and everything, catalytic converters, whatnot. Everything else is still intact, so it didn't really make a whole lot of change on it. Just a little bit more sound. So yeah. This one doesn't need a lot of attention mechanically or exterior wise. It's got some paint fading, which will, she's going to be due for a respray at some point here. But the biggest problem that we're having with this one is this thing back here is just cracked really badly. All right, this is the panoramic plastic roof thingy on the backside, and that was originally what had ruined the SAM units, front and rear, the signal acquisition modules, and we had ended up with damaged electronics and everything from the water getting in through this cracked on the roof here and whatnot, and I think from the sunroof drains also. He says, my dad can get you a new car. I appreciate that. That's mighty nice, but I like old stuff. That's what we do here. Old European stuff, you know what I mean? This one isn't all that old, but it's the tow rig, so, But it's old enough. It's, heck, almost 20 years old already, so new stuff I'm not too much of a fan of. We like the old stuff here. But I appreciate it, though. It's good looking out. So, like I said, so this one is going to be, we're still fighting water getting in through the roof there. I think what we're going to do is cover the entire thing, this entire panoramic roof, in clear epoxy resin or something like that. That should just seal it right up, because these things are near impossible to find. When you do find them, I'm not paying like $300 or $400 for one. That's stupid. So that's the only problem with this one, though. Oh, and the AC doesn't, the AC went out on this. The AC compressor froze up, smoked a serpentine belt. That's in a short somewhere like a year ago on the channel if y'all want to go hunt that down. But yeah, other than that, that one runs and drives awesome. Plenty of friggin' power and for towing stuff. And, that's just how she goes. They need a little bit of work when they're 20 years old sitting in the Florida sun. This one came from South Florida, from Miami, so even more so. But like I said, so we're gonna put a new AC compressor on it. That'll be a video coming up soon. And fixing that panoramic glass over there. So yeah, I have your license. Okay, good luck with that. Have fun. So anyways, yeah, so this one's just got some small, projects coming up, little exterior stuff, and the AC compressor is the biggest thing, because man, it is hot down here in Florida right now. Goodness gracious. So anyway, like I said, that's it for the old Project German tow over there. So the next one up is going to be the one, used to be a daily. We don't daily drive it too awful much anymore, just because fuel mileage on it is atrocious. But the old 99 ML 430. This one here is one of the first ones that we had on the channel, along with the XC70 there and whatnot. This is a 1999 Mercedes-Benz ML 430. It's got a reworked exhaust, side pipes on it, aftermarket lights, roof rack. It's been lifted. Big old 32-inch tires, different wheels. See our side exit exhaust over there. So this one pretty well works good. The biggest problem with the 430 is, again, the AC doesn't work on it. Something with the blend door actuator, it just blows super hot air all the time. This one, unfortunately, she smokes pretty decent. Not like whenever you're driving, but when you first fire it up, when you let it idle for a minute and then you go to fire it back up again, she smokes pretty good. It's valve stem seals. If it was piston rings, it would just smoke nonstop, but it's only like on when you first take off again or something like that. So this one's going to need valve stem seals at some point. So at some point in the future, I don't know when, because it's a pretty involved project, but other than that, this one is perfectly fine. Transmission, running gear, everything else works perfectly fine on this. We may spray this one at some point too, but the biggest thing is the smoke on the engine. And we have a power steering leak. There's a power steering leak on it. We didn't really worry about that when we were up north, because that's just free corrosion resistance, coating the hole underneath with power steering fluid. But anyways, so this one at some point is going to have a big job coming up. We're going to have to tear the whole top half of the motor apart and put some new valve stem seals in it. So that'll be a hefty project for the future. But for now, she still runs and drives short runs. I wouldn't drive it from here to California and back, but other than that, she scoots along pretty good still. Let me see what else here. Well, the project that we posted about last week, the last video, was us kind of failing at revamping the cooling system on the old Swedish gentleman here. This is our 1974 Volvo 164E, and we have been fighting the cooling system on this thing like nobody's business. We finally got the water pump to seal up. This will all be in an upcoming video, probably next week. We got the water pump to seal up finally. We'll explain that in the video. Then we were fighting with the original radiators on it. Y'all can see it on the floor over there. Sprung a leak. We'd seal up a leak, chased it to another one, seal up that one, another one would spring loose. It was just a whole thing. So I just said heck with it, got rid of the old 50-year-old Model T looking radiator over there, and we've got new parts coming in the mail. We're just going to be upgrading it to a much more modern sort of unit and whatnot. Other than that, she's still doing great. Everything else is working fine. I guarantee if I opened it up right, come to find out the original water pump was clogged dead solid. So that was the reason why. So anyway, other than that though, she's doing good. Let me see. We've got the old 98 C230 project over here. This is our daughter's first car. So this one is pretty much good to go, except for we need to put a wheel hub bearing over on that side, and we're probably going to throw some new brakes on it too. So coming up in a future video real soon, it's going to be a new right rear wheel hub bearing and some new brakes. I don't know if we'll do rotors and pads or just pads or rotors, pads, and calipers. I don't know yet, but we're going to fix the cooling or the braking system on this. We do have new brake hoses, new rubber brake lines, because the brake lines on that one were, I'm getting washed out here. The brake lines on that one were about shot. They were super crusty. I went to pinch one off to take the caliper off so I wouldn't lose fluid, and it would just like crunch right through it. So, so that'll be coming up in a future video here real soon. New brakes, might as well call it just a brake revamp on a 98 Mercedes-Benz C230. Let's see what else here. We have the old 82, never mind our boxes and stuff like that. We got stuff all over the place still, parts and everything. So we got my 82 Yamaha 650 Seika motorcycle project here. So this was a running and driving project. It worked perfectly fine. See, it's got cafe racer seat, the old clip-on bars, bikini fairing. This thing was at one point my absolute pride and joy. I love that bike. That thing is an absolute riot to ride. Super easy to ride. Runs perfect, or at least it did when I parked it. I haven't ridden it since we left Central Florida to move to Maine, which was like 4 years ago now. So she's been sitting for 4 years. There's like a pinhole in the fuel tank. I'm sure the carburetors need to be rebuilt, stuff like that. So just normal stuff from a motorcycle setting. So, but that'll be coming up in a future video. We've got some parts here ordered already for it, in order to get that up and going and fix it. And I'm really excited for that one. I'm really excited to get back in the wind again on that thing. It's been way too long. It's been way too long. So future video coming up, first motorcycle here on the channel. So let me see what else we got here. Oh, you know what I haven't showed y'all in quite some time, and it's some of our highest viewing videos, is the old 1948 Ford 8N tractor. We did a lot with that last year. We didn't do the food plot this year, so there hasn't been a lot of content with the tractor. And besides all that, we have it kind of parked over here off to the side. So this old 48 Ford 8N tractor right here, right? She's been setting, okay? Reasoning why, I mean, everything still works, and it would fire up and idle, but I could not for the life of me get this thing to run very well. I think part of the biggest problem was we had to put a new alternator on it. So we put a new alternator on it, and then we were having a lot of trouble getting it to hold oil pressure. So we could prime it up with some 2050 through the port on the front of the engine block, and it would hold for a little bit. But then as soon as it got hot, it would drop down to nothing. I mean, not even 5 psi oil pressure, you know what I mean? So that's just no bueno. That ain't gonna get it nicked gut, you know what I'm saying? So this one probably has a bottom end rebuild coming in the future. So if you do love the tractor stuff and you're interested in seeing us do that, don't forget to like and subscribe after this, because that'll be coming in the future. Rebuilding the bottom end on a 80-year-old tractor. So it's supposed to be pretty simple. We'll just get all our parts from probably like yesterday's tractors or something like that, or Steiner or something. Order all that stuff up, and then we'll throw some new bearings in the back of the old tractor there and put her back to work doing something. So anyway, so now that that's all done, the project we're going to be working on today is the old E12 BMW project, my son's first car. We bought this one, what's it been, probably a month or two ago, something like that. Oh, see if you can go wheel the air compressor out here too. So we bought this one, I think, a couple months ago, something like that. It's been a little bit, just trying to get through some other projects and stuff like that. And yeah, finally getting around to it. We got some parts ordered, we got some stuff in. This will be a full video coming up soon here. Biggest thing that we're going to be doing today, I want to try to get it to where we can actually roll it, so that we can roll it into the garage as soon as the cooling parts get put on the old Volvo. The Swedish gentleman's going to get pushed out of the garage, and the BMW project here is going to get pushed in. So I think maybe a couple of these old tires will hold some air. Maybe. Could be wishful thinking. We'll see. We do have a new set of wheels for it. And luckily, a couple of those wheels came with some old bald tires on there. I think they were like some burnout tires or something. I don't know. Or somebody at least did some burnouts on them. They were from it's like a mid-2000s, like 06 or 08, something like that. 328i, I think it was. Obviously a, more modern sort of BMW. But they should go on this old one just fine. We're going to find out here in just a minute. So we're going to try to throw some air in a couple of those tires, throw these donor wheels and tires on there, so that we can be able to go on ahead and push this and roll it around the yard and such. Let me see here. Yeah. So hopefully this will, go according to plan, and we'll be able to move this thing around the yard when we need to. So this one, let me tell you a little bit about this one here. So this is a 1980 BMW 528i? 528i, I think. Let me make sure here. I'm a Mercedes guy, y'all, okay? A huge BMW guy. Yeah, 528i. So this is what you would call an E12 BMW, right? I think this was before the E28, I believe. So this is an E12 BMW. So pretty cool car. Pretty cool car. It's got the 2.8 liter straight six in there, mounted front to back the way the gods intended. Okay. Interior wise, it's in pretty darn good shape. It's 1,000,000 degrees in there right now, so I'm not going to get in there. Got a little bit of, you know, weather stripping we got to pin up there. But I want to show you all this here. Check that out. 88,000 original miles on this thing. Not even 100,000 miles on the old girl. So this is going to be my son's first car project. So first video with it's probably just going to be us trying to get it fired up. It hasn't ran in what, 15-20 years, something like that. We got it from a real sweet lady, and we'll give y'all that whole backstory whenever we have the actual video featuring just this car, which will be coming up real soon. So yeah, so that's going to be coming up soon, so y'all make sure you keep an eye out for that. Can't wait to get started on this project. It's going to be a cool little car, and that 2.8 is going to sound awesome, right? Yeah. All right, so let's go on ahead. We'll get rolling on this. We're just going to post the camera up here, go on ahead and see if we can get this thing up in the air, maybe rolling back and forth a little bit, and we'll see what happens. All right, so y'all just watch and enjoy. Huh? I'm sure there is still water in there. Oh yeah, there's water in the fuel tank because it leaks.
It's definitely wet.
Yeah. Well, it just rained this morning, so that's probably why. I threw that back. Hey, that's the. Yeah, see if you can prop it open with one of the boards or something like that. The trunk lid. Oh, that's fine then. Let it air out in there a little bit, you know what I mean? I think that one's holding air.
I think it was one in the front, one in the back.
Was it? Yeah, that was shot. This one holds air, or that one holds? That one's kind of flat. Yeah, both of the ones on this side are flat. Yeah. Man, you really didn't.
I couldn't get under the road.
No, I just meant on that side. I need you to go get the. Yeah, go get the lawnmower and see if you can clear that out a little bit. There is blackberry thorns like crazy on that side of the car over there, and I ain't looking to get ate up by them. All right, so let's get this side busted off over here. We're gonna put the 2 smaller tires on the front, and we'll put the 2 bigger tires on the back for now. That one seems to be only like we need a little bit more though. Oh, let me go grab the impact with the socket on it. extension cord so that we can run it to the air compressor, please? I think that one might hold a little air. Seems to be still on the bead. That one might hold a little bit of air. Seems to be on the bead good enough. A little bit more. All right, that ain't none too shabby. Those look pretty darn good on there. All right, let me get around to the front now. All right, let me get y'all moved around here. We'll get over here and try to get this other back one busted off. Good enough. Trying to dodge all the blackberry thorns. Not fun. this one's stuck. There it goes. I don't think that one was going to hold air anytime soon.
That looks brand new.
Huh?
They look brand new.
In 1982, I'm sure they were brand new.
Damn.
Oh my goodness. That's the raspberry thorn. I need something. Cut these back somewhere. Something. Find anything that cuts things, dog.
I'm aware of that.
Quick as you can, bud. Oh. Okay, we'll be right back. I'll go find something. Goodness gracious. These things have grown in everywhere. All right. Probably gonna have to go with some longer studs, because these wheel studs here do not have very much engagement on the threads. NASCAR! Alright, there you go. Take it up there. Stick it up under the front somewhere when we start pulling them off. have no idea if it's solid or not. Yeah, that's not. That's rust. Look at the camera. Right around here. Give me a little bit more than one push more width next time, buddy. Ain't really room to get the deck underneath there with it like this. Oh, buddy. Ain't hardly see nothing underneath there to see if it's solid or not. Before we do this, we need to shoot some air into that one. Right in the camera. So that way it's sitting in the air as little time as possible. No, that one right there. Oh. Alright, it's gonna be loud for a minute. Alright, that should be enough in order to get it on there and get this moved. Yeah, I think that's somewhat solid. You want to get in here? Yeah, that one's seen better days also. There you go. You put the other 3 on there. Oh, goodness, it's warm out here. Yeah, don't think that one was going to air up anytime soon. All right, now go around them all. Cool. All right, drop her down. Gently. Yeah, you ain't gonna be able to twist it pulling on the rubber. Alright, pull that out of there. I was about to say you probably have to drop it the rest of the way. Alright. Hey look, it doesn't set on the ground anymore. Man, it's gonna look good with them other wheels on there. We just gotta do some painting on them or something, Aiden. What do you think,
Yeah,
like bright pink?
No.
I'm thinking bright pink. Yeah. But anyway, man, it's an updated look putting those. Not too shabby. Got them for a heck of a steal. But we'll explain that whenever we get to the full video of this one. Yeah. You go ahead and put it in neutral, and we'll see if we can get it to roll anywhere. You might have to put the in. All right. Oh man. Yeah, we might have to put something behind to pull it. We'll give it one more shot. Yeah. Alright, one more shot. Oh, nope. It's too far in them holes. Alright. But at least it does roll now. Woo! More than we can say for before. Alright, well, like I said, at least it does roll now. We'll get the old Swedish gentleman finished up before we can even push this one in the garage, but at least it will be able to roll now. Got at least 2 good tires on it. Not too shabby. Can't wait to get started on this thing. It's our first BMW on the channel. We got all kind of Mercedes and Volvos. First BMW on the channel, so. Aiden, you know one thing I noticed over here on this side? A sticker. Yeah. Bavarian Auto Sport. I don't know what's, that's like 10 horsepower right there, okay? It's easy, like 10 horsepower. Easy 10 horsepower. It'll be 20 when we put a Southern Motorwerks sticker on it. Alright, so that's going to do it for the old E12 project for today. We got it to where we can go, you know, move it around, roll it around and whatnot. And yeah, full video of that one coming soon, where we get it fired up, get it pulled into the garage over here so we can put it under the knife and, you know, start bringing her back up to snuff. Can't wait. I know he can't wait neither. But anyway, that's going to do it for this episode of Southern Motorwerks. So just wanted to give y'all an update. No new full-length edited video today, or this week rather. So instead we're just making a live broadcast here. We got, you know, a little wore out from the day job this past week and just weren't able to film like we should have. So, but we'll be back on track on our next scheduled Thursday there. So if y'all enjoy seeing old European stuff like this get brought back to life and, you know, modified and put back on the street, don't forget to like and subscribe. We greatly appreciate it here at Southern Motorworks, and appreciate y'all hanging out with us while we give you an update on all the project cars and everything and the goings on here at the ranch, so to speak. So we'll thank you there. He thinks it's awesome, that's for sure. But like I said, that's going to do it for this episode. We appreciate y'all hanging out with us while we worked a little bit out here in the old Florida heat. Dying out here, goodness gracious. So we'll catch y'all on our next full-length video on our next scheduled Thursday. That'll probably be part 2 of the old Swedish gentleman's cooling system being revamped. Got some big changes coming there. Got tired of dealing with antiquated equipment, upgrading things, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, appreciate y'all hanging out. We'll catch y'all on the next one, all right? Y'all have a good one out there. I know.